Other early leaders of the Reformation. The movement begun by Martin Luther soon swept across much of Europe. Many people who were dismayed by abuses in the church remained loyal Catholics. Others, however, were attracted to new forms of the Christian faith. The printing press helped spread new ideas, as well as translations of the Bible, faster than ever before. In addition, government leaders had learned from Luther's experience that they could win religious independence from the church. The Reformation succeeded most where rulers embraced Protestant faiths. Many reformers contributed to the spread of Protestantism. Let's take a look at 4 early leaders of the Reformation. Baldrick Swingley, 1484 to 1531. Baldrick Swingley was a Catholic priest in Zurich, Switzerland. Zwingli was influenced by both Erasmus and Luther. After reading Luther's work, he persuaded the local government to ban any form of worship that was not based on the Bible. In 1523, Zurich declared its independence from the authority of the local Catholic bishop. Zwingli wanted Christians to focus solely on the Bible. He attacked the worship of relics, saints, and images. In Zwinglian churches, there were no religious statues or paintings. Services were very simple, without music or singing. Zwingli took his ideas to other Swiss cities. In 1531, war broke out between his followers and Swiss Catholics. Zwingli died in the war, but the new church lived on. John Calvin, 1509 to 1564. In the late 1530s, John Calvin, a French humanist, started another Protestant branch in Geneva, Switzerland. His book, Institutes of the Christian Religion, became one of the most influential works of the Reformation. Calvin emphasized that salvation came only from God's grace. He said that the saved, whom God elected or chose, lived according to strict standards. He believed firmly in hard work and thrift, or the careful use of money. Success in business, he taught, was a sign of God's grace. Calvin tried to establish a Christian state in Geneva that would be ruled by God through the Calvinist Church. Calvin influenced many other reformers. One of them was John Knox, a Scotsman who lived in Geneva for a time. Knox led the Protestant reform that established the Presbyterian Church in Scotland. King Henry VIII, 1491 through 1547. England's Protestant Reformation was led by King Henry VIII. In 1534, Henry formed the Church of England, also called the Anglican Church, with himself as its head. Unlike Luther and Calvin, King Henry did not have major disagreements with Catholic teachings. His reasons for breaking with the church were personal and political. On a personal level, he wanted to end his first marriage, but the Pope had denied him a divorce. On a political level, he no longer wanted to share power and wealth with the church. In 1536, Henry closed down Catholic monasteries in England and took their riches. William Tyndall, about 1491 through 1536. William Tyndall was an English priest, scholar, and writer. Tyndall traveled to Germany and met Martin Luther. His views became more and more Protestant. He attacked corruption in the Catholic Church and defended the English Reformation. After being arrested by Catholic authorities in the city of Antwerp, in present-day Belgium, he spent over a year in prison. In 1536, he was burned at the stake. Tyndall was especially important for his translations of books from the Bible. To spread knowledge of the Bible, he translated the New Testament and parts of the Old Testament into English. In the early 1600s, his work was used in the preparation of the King James, or authorized, version of the Bible. Famed for its beautiful language, the King James Bible had an enormous influence on English worship and literature.